Mr. President, lumpy skin disease is a highly infectious viral disease that can affect all breeds of cattle and water buffalo. It is spread predominantly through biting insects such as mosquitoes and flies, and also through direct contact between animals through secretions and excretions. Thankfully, it's not something I've had any personal experience with because up until this point, Australia remains free of the disease. However, since the detection of lumpy skin disease in Indonesia earlier this month, the threat to Australia has increased significantly. Up until now, we've had a bit of a geographical buffer, but that is now lost, with the most likely pathway of entry being into northern Australia from vectors either carrying the pathogen flying, being blown in, or illegally visiting from Australia's nearest northern neighbours. The threat is real, the threat is scary, and the threat is now on our doorstep. An incursion of lumpy skin disease would cost the New South Wales cattle industry $6 million a day. Our cattle trade will stop immediately, with effects right across the supply chain. So first we need to focus our attention on prevention and then prepare for eradication should it come to that. Obviously, this is something that will require a national response, and we've already seen Australia's Chief Vet Officer visit Indonesia to see what assistance we can lend there, increase surveillance in our north, awareness campaigns for vets, industry and the public, and preparedness exercises have been scheduled over the coming weeks. From a state perspective, an incident action plan has been formulated and a significant communications campaign begun, targeting, in particular, private vets, local land services and industry. Surveillance has increased and the New South Wales DPI are working on a PCR test, similar to what we've seen throughout COVID-19. All this under the guidance of a state working group with representatives from government and industry, convened by the Minister for Agriculture, Dougal Saunders, who I'm aware is giving this matter the utmost importance. The other key body of work are discussions with industry representatives in Canada on the development of an mRNA vaccine. This would be a world-leading approach by the New South Wales Government. Mr. President, the threat here is real and the impacts would be huge. I know we have a very competent and dedicated team working on this, the biosecurity teams in DPI and also local land services, and I thank them for what they've been doing so far. I ask the people of New South Wales to be hyper-vigilant in relation to biosecurity, especially when it comes to lumpy skin disease. If it does come to these shores, we will need swift and decisive action, and we'll need everyone to play a role.